Good morning, Blue Streak, Algebra 2 students. It is Wednesday, May 13th, and I wanted just to review section 13.3 with you quickly and then give you another worksheet, 13.3b, and we'll go from there. But you guys have done a good job so far. Not too many of you had stopped in to see me online. Remember, Mondays and Wednesdays from noon to 12:30, you can get on an Algebra 2 conference with me if you have any questions or just want to say hi. And also Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 8:30 a.m. You can do that and ask questions and that. But we're almost done. We've got this assignment, and then I'll give you a practice quiz next Monday and a quiz the following Wednesday, next Wednesday, and that'll be it for this year. And you guys have done a great job. Continue to finish strong. Keep up the good work, and let's go ahead and get through this so you can get to today's assignment. So here's 4 problems we're just going to go over quickly. The first 2 is just converting from degrees to radians or radians to degrees. Number 1, we're going from degrees to radians. So that's when you multiply by pi over 180. And the way I like to do that is just make a fraction bar, division bar, and put pi next to that number, that degree measure, over 180. And then I'll just reduce that fraction. Okay, so to reduce that fraction, I can divide both by 10. Those zeros would go away. And then 2 goes into those. 2 goes into 10 5 times. And 2 goes into 18 9 times. So our answer would be 5 pi for my numerator over 9 radians. Simple. You can do it, no problem. All right, so 5 pi over 9 radians for that problem. Like I said, easy. All right. All right, now we're going to go from radians to degrees. So we're going to flip that fraction. We're going to multiply by 180 over pi when we go from radians to degrees. Okay, so just put an X for times. And that fraction is 180 over pi. And this time, the pi's will cancel. And then our answer will be in degrees. And all you have to do is go 4 times 180 divided by 5 on your calculator. All right. 4 times 180 and then divided by 5, which is 144 degrees. We'll just move that, and there's our answer, 144 degrees. Again, do not cross multiply like we did for law of sines. Okay, this is just numerator times numerator divided by denominators. There's more than one. There won't be. It's always 180 over pi, so the pi, so it's just going to be 4 times 180. So it's always going to be the number, the numerator, times 180 divided by the denominator when you do those. So that should be pretty easy for you guys. Okay. The other 2 is using the unit circle. Number 4 says use a reference angle, but we'll just use the unit circle to answer the questions. Okay. So we're trying to find the exact value. Remember, exact value is not a decimal. It's in radical form. It's in fraction form. So it'd be like a 1/2, a radical 3 over 2, a radical 2 over 2, sometimes 0, sometimes 1. It depends on where we're at on the unit circle. So what we have to do is look at our unit circle and find 4 pi over 3. So down below here, I have the unit circle. And 4 pi over 3 is right here. I'll use the highlighter to show you. Here it is. Okay, which is the same as 240 degrees. And here's the ordered pair that goes with that point on the unit circle. The x value is negative 1/2, and the y value is negative radical 3 over 2. And we are in the third quadrant. Now here's our x-axis. Here's our y-axis, okay, on our unit circle. Okay, and we are looking for the sine, okay? And according to this, remember, the sine is the y value of the point, and the cosine is the x. And if we had to find the tangent, we take the y value and put it over the x value. Okay, so that tells you what we're doing. But these are the numbers we use, the numbers from that point. Okay, we could draw a right triangle in here, but I'm not going to take time to do that. Sorry about my last or Monday's video being long. I think it was like 40 minutes, but I was just trying to take my time, and hopefully you guys understood me going through that. Okay, so again, we're looking for sine, all right, which according to this, the sine is the red one, the y value of our ordered pair. So the answer, or the exact answer, would be negative radical 3 over 2. So if we move our box, you'll see that, oops, I'm looking at the wrong one. Number 3 here. There's our answer. Negative radical 3 over 2. And again, we just got that from looking at that point, and it's the y value for the sine. Okay, number 4, it's asking us to find all 3 trig values, 3 of the 6 trig values for 3 pi over 4. Okay, so let's find out where 3 pi over 4 is. There it is in the second quadrant. I'll highlight that one as well. Let's see if I can erase this one. Yeah, we'll erase that. And we'll go back to our highlighter and highlight 3 pi over 4, which is 135 degrees. And here's our ordered pair. Okay. And that's a 45, 45, 90 right triangle in the second quadrant. So the x value of that point is negative radical 2 over 2. And the y value is positive radical 2 over 2. Okay. So we're supposed to find sine and cosine and tangent. All right. So sine is the y. So it's the positive radical 2 over 2. And cosine is the x. And it's the negative radical 2 over 2. Okay, remember, alphabetical order for x and y, cosine and sine. C comes before S in the alphabet, so the cosine in our ordered pair comes before the sine. Okay, all right, so there's 2 of the answers, sine and cosine, just by looking at that point. Okay, remember, sine is the y. Let's write that again just to remind you. That's the y, which is the blue one. And cosine is the x, which is the red one of our point. Now, tangent, it says, is the y over the x. Okay? So it's radical 2 over 2. The y value over the x value, negative radical 2 over 2. That's our tangent. Well, what's anything divided by itself? Right? Something divided by itself is 1. A positive divided by negative would make the answer negative 1. Okay, so that's how I get the 3 answers there. So that's just a quick review of what we did. You know, it's that easy. Hopefully you understood that as we went over it on Monday. And your homework then is 13.3B, worksheet worksheet, which I will post on Canvas, a copy of that for you. And it will be due tomorrow, Thursday, the 14th of May. So again, keep up the good work. Let's finish strong. Only a few more assignments and quiz left for the year. Let's get all that in on time. And that way I don't have to give you any zeros there and drop your grade. You guys have done well. The ones that have done their work, you guys have done well. And, you know, I'm real proud of you. I miss you guys. And hopefully I'll get to see you this summer sometime, or for sure next school year. Hopefully we'll be back to normal, but it's going to be a little different normal, I think. So you guys have a great day. Remember to always look good, feel good. You are good. All right. So you guys have been awesome. So continue to be good, finish strong, and I will see you on Monday.